Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's stream. I've got a I got it the right side. I got a very special guest over
Hey,
here
let's
with
go.
Grace, also known by GhostlightG. You can find Grace here at the command in chat. A couple of real quick little channel announcements. One of them probably being one that you all are a little familiar with this week, is that Amazon sucks. They're bad. They're bad people and they're doing it bad. And by people, I mean Jeff Bezos and the company. The workers are perfectly fine and have no contribution to the hellscape that they're put into. But as a result, there is an ongoing Amazon ban, which includes Twitch and other such medias. And so, as a way to combat that without having to schedule an entire week of stuff, because we know TTRPG stuff is impossible to schedule anyway, we are just asking for no subs, no gifted subs, no bits, no cheers, like nothing that would monetize this stream. If you do feel in the deepest depths of your heart that you do want to give money for some reason, I have a Ko-Fi. It's not linked in chat. You can go find it. It can be your little scavenger hunt for the day. But I don't ask that you do that. I only have it because Maz told me to make one, and I listen to Maz, and Maz tells me to do stuff.
Correct answer.
Yeah. I think that's all of our setup stuff. Right now, you should be hearing a bit of train sounds in the background. No real music going on. So if you hear anything else, please let us know. And we'll kind of introduce Grace to the world, and then we'll talk about what the game is before hopping into it. So, Grace, if you want to promo yourself, tell everyone who you are, where to find you, what you do, all that.
Yeah, sure. Hi, hello, greetings, and salutations. My name is Grace. I go by GhostlightG here on the internet. I am a Crit Award nominated singer-songwriter. I have music out that is eligible for the Crit Awards. I just haven't made a graphic yet because I'm not a graphic design girly. But almost all of my music, except for 4 songs, is eligible for the Crit Awards this year, including something that I made for Starfall, which is kind of cool. So it's not Starfall, Starcrawl.
Yeah.
Sorry, Moz.
After saying do whatever Maz says, we're like, actually, let's just get it all wrong. Starcrawl RPG. Shout out Maz. There we go.
I'm around pretty much anywhere and everywhere. There's a one shot that I did for the Storyteller Squad that comes out next Friday. I've done a lot of one shots just across places, and I'm the general nerd that can be found there.
Nice. And for anyone that's new to the channel, my name is Sean. I run Help Action Needed, the podcast, the streams, the social medias, the ads, the whole thing. Because sometimes you say, hey, friends, want to do something? And then you're like, you don't need to do anything except record. And then they go, okay. And then you realize how much it takes to run a channel. And you go, oh. But that's me. Today, we are going to be playing a game called Catching the Westbound, also affectionately referred to as Sad Trains by Grace and I. So if you hear it referred to as Sad Trains, that's why. But it is Catching the Westbound.
To the point we forgot what this game was called, actually.
Yeah. It was a bit of a problem with doing the promo. But it is a 2-player TTRPG that uses a deck of cards. Shit, I just dropped all my cards. That uses a deck of cards and some tokens, and it's by Ian Lincoln. Yeah, !clip in chat. There's a clip command, ! clip. And you too can see Sean drop all of his cards all over again. Grace, I know we joked about me vamping. You please vamp for a second while I pick up my cards.
Yeah, I'm totally not typing ! clip in chat right now, so I have that later. Yeah, we're gonna be playing Sad Trains. We need a deck of cards. We need tokens. Sean and I have both chosen various things around our desks, bases. Sean has chosen a paper dragon, a ghost, and I forget what the third thing was.
A D20.
A D20 from Whitney,
yes, from
also known as Smoking Glue Guns. And I have all of the dice in my dice tray, including a set from Whitney, a set from Zen, of Golden Light dice, including Dave, the bee. And I have no shortage of things I could use. Is my point, really. But yeah, cool. Am I done vamping? Do you still need me to vamp?
We're good there, but thank you.
You recovered your cards.
I did. That's the hard part about waterproof cards, is that they're so innately slippery because like they're
They
made out
are.
of like the plasticky stuff. So when I went do, and they went whoo, it was a problem.
It just
Um,
explodes.
yeah, yeah. And so as we draw decks of cards, not decks, that'd be so much. As we draw cards, we will answer prompts of questions, and we'll go from there. And then we'll have a stream, and that's how it works. As all of you here in the Twitch space know. Cool. Anything else you want to do, or should we get started?
Let's get started. Sorry, my cracker
Okay,
in my mouth.
you're good. Then, since you are hopping on the train, do you want to describe the exterior setting we're training through first?
Oh, I forgot I was doing that bit. Hang on. You guys are professionals. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the X. I can words so good. The outside of this train car is a little bit rusted in a couple places, especially if we're going with boxcar, as it says in the game. It is what used to be like a painted green. It's chipped in a couple places. There's one little corner that looks like it's just kind of started eroding away a little bit as the rust has started taking over. And there is a big old graffiti tag right along the side of it. What is the tag? I don't know off the top of my head, but there is a graffiti tag and a phallus may be involved somewhere.
Nice. And then the interior of the train that your character would be shortly hopping into is like the same worn out wood as the exterior, except it's not as sun faded. The bleach of the sun hasn't taken out that green, and it was also never really painted. So it's just an ugly brown wood interior that, if it had been maintained or even stained, would still be a nice room. But instead, it's just raw, exposed wood with weird amounts of like stray dirt and straw on the ground from when animals have been carried in this car versus different cars. But right now, there's just a bunch of boxes and bags and things that are probably beans and rice. And the crates are not made of wood because wood is a scarcity these days. The crates are instead made of steel. So there's steel boxes lining it, and then bags of beans and rice and wheat and barley and all of that stuff.
It's just the destructible Shinra crates from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, exactly. It's a destructible Shinra crate from Final Fantasy VII.
Sorry, Sean and I are
We
obsessed with
could
that
set
game.
this. We could set this in Midgar. No one's saying we can't.
I mean,
Yeah, audience, you can't know whether or not this is in Midgar. That's the best part. We could be anywhere in legally distinct Earth.
you'll never know.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Got that out of the way. And then I guess we start for real by hopping on. So as the one in the car, you would see he currently goes by L. There's a man there, looks real gruff, hasn't shaved in several days, so has like stubble that's grown well past it, but not to the point that it looks well maintained. Has like really matted black hair that like it's lucky that he has it so dark so the oil doesn't shine as much just from the lack of water being able to be used for showering and cleanliness these days. He sits there with a torn up like red flannel shirt and some like jeans that at one point were a nice blue but have faded to like a weird off gray from the amount that they've been worn in. And you can see that there's several times that they've been patched up. Definitely more strands of different fabrics than any real remnant of jean from when they started. I think he'd be sitting on a bag of like 3 bags of rice as you hop in.
Cool. The person that you see hop in is kind of like medium stature, short brown hair that's been pulled back into a ponytail, super oversized hoodie, jeans, and brown boots. Just very, very comfy, but also like this person is very out of breath as they land and just okay, I didn't think that would work. Fuck, dude. All right.
That's quite an entrance.
Hi. Didn't realize there was somebody in this car. Sorry.
Oh, you're mighty fine. It's a big enough car we can share it.
Yeah.
Well, where are you headed?
Anywhere but here. Somewhere out west. Wherever this train is going. Probably a little bit further than where this train is going, because they tend to stop.
Yeah, you didn't happen to check where it's going, did you?
No, I didn't. Did you?
No, I only hopped on about 20 minutes ago.
Great. Cool. We're doing great.
Yeah. But hey, we're here.
We are. Got a name?
Yeah, you can call me L. And you?
Rory.
Nice to meet you, Rory. R-O-R-Y. Rory.
With an I. Rory.
R-O-R-I. Rory. I like to
I
imagine
just
that
realized,
in-game.
did we say how many tokens we're starting with?
We did not. One of us start with 2.
Does it say, actually, anywhere?
Well, one is, like, it's if you think that your character is going to be, like, very untalkative, it's 1.
Oh,
If
I
your character is going to be, like, very
see.
super talkative, it's 3.
I didn't
So.
read that bit. That's my B.
It's okay. It's under the section take some tokens.
I see it. I see it. I see it now.
I'll start with 2. I feel like 2 is a good amount.
I'll start with 2. Nice neutral amount.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, neither of us knows where we're going. Guess neither of us really knows how long we got on the train together.
Yeah, fair enough. She'll just plop down across from you.
You, talkative sort?
Ish. Depends. Still catching my breath a little bit from jumping on. Sorry.
No, that's completely fair. Yeah. Do you want me, since you don't have a physical deck, do you want me just to draw a card for both of us? I'll draw a card. And I guess it's your prompt, so you can answer it, but we'll pretend that I asked it.
Alright.
I got an 8 of hearts for you.
An 8 of hearts, which is gonna be scrolling. The loud, rhythmic, mechanical thrumming of the train. Do we read these out loud?
Yeah, I feel like we should.
For the audience, maybe?
Yeah.
The loud, rhythmic. Fuck it. We make the rules, it's fine. The loud, rhythmic, mechanical thrumming of the train makes it easy to zone out. Trance-like. Where do your thoughts take you? This is fantastic. Very conversational prompt.
Yeah. Hey, you're catching your breath. You don't need to talk right now.
Yeah. I think Rory's brain is just kind of running at 1,000 miles an hour at the moment. Trying to come down from the adrenaline. Half the thoughts just kind of being like, well, fuck, I just did that. You get the impression that Rory kind of jumped on the train as it was already moving. Instead of, climbing on while it was stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're zoned out.
Yeah, what made you choose to hop on instead of sneak on at a stop?
Debating a lot, going back and forth. It's just, and then the train was moving, and my feet were moving, and I jumped and hoped for the best. And I'm
mighty impressive, because no offense, you don't look like one that could jump on a train.
That is fair and valid, and I'm not usually. Which is why we're so out of breath.
Yeah, well, there's probably some water around here if you need it.
Probably. I'm okay for now. Just fuck,
Steel
dude.
crate there. He's got a couple of canteens of bottled water.
Fucking steel. Tired of seeing metal everywhere.
Not not that pretty, but it builds back quick, they say.
It does. Annoyingly so.
You don't like how old does Rory look?
Rory's like mid-20s, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like Elle would only be like the top half of the 20s, probably like 28, 29. Yeah, we didn't really get much of a chance to see the old world, did we?
No, not really. I guess. How old are you?
I'm like 28. And you?
Okay, like 24.
Yeah. So both born right before the war then.
Yep. Things are quieting down. Doesn't mean anything's less.
Nothing's more quiet.
Yeah.
It's just all a lot different.
Rebuilding. You could argue it's louder now.
Louder. There's a lot more people all tightly packed without knowing what to do.
Yeah. All in the name of rebuilding.
Draw a card. I got a 6 of club. Nope, of spades. Not me.
The
Getting
other
that
one.
wrong. Yeah. Okay, my prompt is the train slows to a crawl and you realize it's a checkpoint. Pinkertons are checking the cars as they pass by. What are you looking for and how do you avoid getting noticed? Interesting. Then I think as we like have our weird joke about the war, look out and be like, oh, I think there's gonna be a couple of them trying to check us out in a bit. We might. You ever hide in a car before?
No. Have you?
I've hidden elsewhere, not in a car.
Yeah, elsewhere but not a car. Cool. Where is there to hide? Do we become one with the beans? I don't know.
That might be our best bet, because I don't really think we can hop off and back on if they're doing checks unless we somehow like get out and go with the car in front. But there's no saying that that car's locked.
Yeah, no.
We could build a bean barricade.
I don't
You know, like just a wall of beans and hide behind it.
Beanacade.
Yeah, we can get a beanacade.
Okay. Well, okay. Bean barricade or yeah, I guess. I don't know. How strong are you? You feel like moving some crates around, or is that more suspicious? I don't know.
Probably they're fine. I doubt they know the internal layout of every car they check.
That's fair and valid.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have that much time, so
yeah. Let's just push it all. Like we'll push to have
Does it move all of it to one side?
like 2 steel things, a wall of beans, 2 more steel crates, and then just flinked behind it.
Good enough.
Hey, should work out, right? I think.
What do you think they're looking for? People like
probably
us?
Us. Yeah, probably people trying to escape their regrowth efforts, or people trying to find a new life outside of everything that they want us to do. Or maybe they're just looking for tax evaders. Maybe people are hiding stuff on the train to get it over to the West and not pay the new tax.
Maybe. Smuggled wood. Sorry.
Smuggling wood. You can get so many pebbles for that.
Oh, man. What a stupid currency.
It is. Probably the first person after the collapse of society that looked at the ground and went, well, we got these, but who decided on pebbles for our new trade economy?
Yeah. How do you tell which pebbles are the right pebbles?
Yeah, it's not like they've had the time to brand all the pebbles with United States Pebble on it yet.
God, could you imagine? I mean,
Honestly,
they're probably gonna do that if they keep it pebbles.
Yeah.
Should probably be quiet. It sounds like they're coming.
I think we get something for being quiet, right?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh, we do. If we
Oh.
stare into space, I think we get a token.
Yeah. Yeah, go quiet for a while and just stare across the landscape. Describe what your character notices and thinks about. Cool. Then I guess we're both up to 3. Would you like to describe your thinking first, or would you like me to?
You go, because I went first last time.
Very fair. Then yeah, I think as he's looking out, Elle's just looking to like the landscape changing like so rapidly from like the edge of the Midwest to like where the deserts of Nevada start and everything, and just seeing the life like literally drain away. And he's like thinking about all the stuff that he left back at home. He's really noticing like the lack of trees and everything, because it's like even at the edge of these towns there still used to be groves and trees and stuff, and there's nothing there anymore. Yeah. And then I think he just thinks about all the people that he's likely to never see again as he's leaving them all behind to hope something new is out here on the west.
I think Rory has a moment of, are they looking for me? A little bit like an oh shit kind of thought. And then a small part of her probably finds it absolutely hilarious that we're hiding behind a giant wall of beans and decided to call it a beanicade. Like, she made the joke. She thought it was stupid. And she still finds it incredibly funny.
Nice. What do we have to spend tokens for? Yeah, we have to spend tokens when we reveal something painful, when we're frustrated, or when we challenge other people's past or intentions.
Da, da, da.
What confrontation? Who could say? Would you like a card?
I would love a card. I could.
A
I have
5
a
of spades. Oh, you got
5
a
of spades.
You can do yours.
Let's use a 5 of spades. You already drew.
Okay.
A 5 of spades. You see a
Of
few
spades.
lights shining off in the distance. What do you think or know that they are? Comment on it. My dog freaks out in the background. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, you know, hey, do you think that car's trying to chase us? As the train
Like
starts
a
up
like an
again.
actual like streetcar type of car.
Yeah.
I imagine they'd have a pretty hard time, but it'd be fun to watch.
I don't know.
What do you think?
What, you ever tried racing a train in a car?
No, have you?
Once.
Why?
Boredom. Road wasn't long enough though. Train won.
Yeah, I feel like if the road was long enough, there'd be less of a need for trains.
That's true.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they're chasing it out of boredom, or do you think that they are the ones that hid the secret wood on board and they need to get the wood back before they leave?
Ah, the secret wood. Maybe they're the ones that hit it. You got a point there.
And then just looks at the car. I don't know the last time I drove a car. It's probably been like 4 or 5 years.
Let it get repoed or something?
No, just didn't need one. Sold it for scrap money and then lived close enough to the edge of the town that we could walk to work and then go back to town, and didn't need a car.
Oh, it must be nice.
You know, what's your place you're leaving like?
Noisy. God, I wish I
Runs on
didn't
Mako.
need wish I didn't need a car to get to work. Noisy,
Imagine.
traffic, people. Just, I don't know. I think the last time I rode a train. Not like this. Was when I was little. I remember it being quiet.
Ridden a couple trains. Not like this either, but the way one is supposed to. And
We're so good at this.
yeah. I mean, it's probably good that we're not good at this, right? We'd be
That's
criminals if we were good at
very
this.
good point, actually.
Yeah,
You got me there, man.
I think I'd rather be in the car with someone that also is not good at this than somebody that has done this enough times that they've gotten good at trains.
Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine just hopping from train to train? And people used to do that forever ago, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. A fun way to see the world if you don't got anywhere to be. And you don't mind getting caught.
God. Let's hope we don't get caught. Before we get to
we'll be fine.
Wherever the fuck we're going. Am I allowed to swear on your
Really?
channel? I just
Oh yeah,
realized.
for sure. 100%.
I've just been doing it.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, this kind of fits with our conversation. You're starting to get a little antsy and can't identify why exactly. Do something unexpected. So I think as like the train, as that car continues like trailing the train, and not getting closer but not getting further, which is concerning. I think you'll see Elle like retreat back a bit. Like he's been like pretty out there, but he's been like cutting back in. And you'll see him pull out like a little picture from a wallet and just like start focusing on that and like calming his breathing down to look at that.
You good, man?
Yeah, it's fine. We just that the car. You know, what if it's people trying to find us? And what if it's the people that were hurting, leaving, wanting to find us? Anyway, yeah.
Hopefully not. I don't know. I doubt it. Because that road kind of curves off in the other direction. So not the most efficient way to follow the train, unless you already know where it's going. But
I'm just thinking, they're not good at being alone. They'd do anything to not be alone.
I guess. What's
you leaving anyone behind, or?
It's kind of like yes and no, but it's what's that picture?
I feel like that's an avoidance.
What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. What's that picture?
He looks and goes, "Yeah, it was taken a year and a half ago. It's of my wife and our kid."
Oh.
They're good, and they're gonna be better once I get a better paying job. There's not a lot back to do in the small walkable towns, and needed to get something to do.
What'd you do before?
Was a forester. I don't know the name, but people that go cut woods in the trees. I just had a big saw and I cut down trees. Thank you. Yeah.
A forester.
Hey, I don't know. It's a word. Yeah, it was worked in lumber before it all got taken for the war machines, and it was a good boon there when they needed it all. But then suddenly the war ended.
Conceptually, just war machines made out of wood were on a train made out of metal was really funny.
Hey. We built this world, Grace. We can laugh at it as much as we want.
Finna roll up in a wooden mech. Let's go. Sorry.
We're good. It boomed for a while there as they needed it, but after it all kind of fell apart, the trees haven't fully recovered enough to cut more, and business died down as steel was used to rebuild everything, and the skills aren't really that transferable from cutting trees down to mining ingot. So,
So, what, you planning on learning how to work with steel, or are you just gonna keep looking for trees to cut down?
imagine if we make it all the way out there, there's like, we could fish or do other things. I don't know.
I
I didn't really think that far into this plan. I
I-
just kind of came up
oh,
with it.
oh, that's such a mood. Um,
Oh,
eh,
I think I have to
yeah.
give you a token. Yeah, you get one of my tokens.
Hee
So
hee
congrats.
hee
You
hee.
can have the Whitney D20 for now.
Here, I'll pull one of my Whitney D20s and put it on there. There you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
You
Why?
didn't think too far into your own plan, it seems.
Fuck no, dude. You saw me when I got on the train.
That is very true. So who are you running from? You don't gotta say.
I don't know you, man. Like,
That's fine. Yeah. We're two people that are illegally sitting in a train across from each other. We don't need to say more than we want to.
I tell you, I had to kill you. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Um,
No offense, but I do think if you tried to kill me, I could probably get you out of this car faster than you could kill me. So,
oh, that's fair.
yeah.
I
But
live.
you could be a secret assassin. How would I know? That's the fun part. We don't know each other.
That is the fun of it, isn't it? You have a kid.
Yeah.
Why leave him behind?
They got a lot of people taking care of them. And with the, the grants for recovery, a single parent could get a lot more than a dual parent, and they know how to contact me. So I'm not really leaving them behind. I'm just not seeing them for a couple of days.
Did they know that you were leaving?
Not really old enough to know.
I meant your wife, but sure,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, she knew. She approved of it. We've been planning it for a couple weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
she planning on meeting you wherever you end up, or?
Yeah, that's the hope. Hopefully in a better way. Like, get a couple of the townspeople to move over together if we can get a couple jobs lined up.
My mother is
Or-
calling me. Now is not
Oh,
the
no.
time.
Mom, I'm playing Sad Trains!
I'm on a sad train, mother. Please. All right.
Yeah, and it's kind of hoping the whole town can benefit from it. But there's a lot of hope in one man going into the unknown and hopefully landing somewhere helpful.
Sound like a hero in a novel.
No, I don't. Wouldn't call it heroic, but it worked. Oh, it's in the process of possibly working.
It's
I
gonna
can't say
work.
yet.
Hopefully.
That's a lot of optimism.
For you, I don't know. You don't know that it's not gonna work. You don't know that it will.
Those are objectively true statements.
I'm just trying to start over, man.
Not a choice, or because you have to?
Bit of both.
Okay.
Getting away from the noise, at least.
It's hard to sleep without the noise after you get so used to it.
Yeah, tonight's probably gonna be a little rough. But
Honestly, did not consider the aspect that we would need to sleep on the train tonight. Anyway,
do you want to try and jump on again? Because I'm not jumping on this again.
Not at all. I just was like, the train will get to you. It's ending in a day.
Oh,
you
man.
you brought up a really good point that it might as well not, quite possibly not get there in a day. So, yeah.
gonna draw a card.
Good plan.
What?
I do like that sit in silence is a mechanic of this game, though. It's very rare that a game says, hey, just sit.
Just sit. Silence. I drew the Ace of Spades, actually. The train slows down significantly. Its brakes squeaking loudly to nearly a complete stop before accelerating again. Why do you feel anxious at the thought of the train stopping? We kind of went over this before.
You can redraw if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna redraw.
Nice.
It's not. It hasn't been that long since we went since our.
Since we experienced anxiety.
Yeah.
We can't be anxious every stop train. This is sad trains, not anxious trains. For the record, this is Catching the Westbound.
2 of diamonds.
We haven't had a diamond yet.
There's been a crackdown on blank by the government recently. Find a subtle way to learn the other player's opinion on the matter. Thinking. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So you're trying to go out west, and you're trying to start over. You don't have a destination in mind?
Nah. But, figured closer to the ocean, the better.
I mean, that is a good way to start a fishing business.
Hey, I said fishing or other things.
I mean, if you wanted to try and fish in the desert, by all means, like I don't know that it would go very well.
No, but if I did, I'd probably get like the best business in the world because it'd be like, wow, world-renowned fisherman starts.
How the fuck did you catch a fish in the desert?
Desert fish, yeah. Did you ever play those Zelda games that had the desert fish?
No, I'd never had a chance to.
They had little fish that swam in the sand, and then they'd eat you. I was never good at them. Yeah.
I not that good at video games, unfortunately. My friend was really, really good at it. Used to bring around a whole lot of some of the older stuff. Played a lot. Trying to remember 2-player games that are on retro consoles, and I'm blanking because I didn't play
Mario
a lot.
Kart.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Played a lot of Mario Kart. I am terrible at Mario Kart.
I feel like everyone says they're terrible at Mario Kart.
No, I'm like actually really bad at Mario Kart though. Like, it's almost comedic how bad I am at that game.
Well, maybe one day when we got a world established, we'll both play Mario Kart again. Think about this train.
Man. Did you ever oh man, we played a lot more board games than we played video games, actually. There's this one game that my friend and I used to play, where you kind of got to write your own stuff, make it up as you went. But it was like a card game, and you would write down a prompt on the cards, and it played a little bit like, what's a good example? A little bit like Cards Against Humanity, I guess. Or Uno. Where
like
you would
choose your own adventure Uno.
Kind of. You would have these prompts on your cards, and you're trying to get rid of all the cards in your hands, but sometimes the card is like, draw 2, or sometimes the card is like, you have to say this phrase at the end of every sentence. You just kind of, like, you add new rules as you go. And then they started cracking down on paper. because of the wood shortage, and then it became a lot harder to figure out how to add to the game.
Yeah. It's a real shame though, because cards are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the paper could have gone for more fun, and instead it went to wood mechs.
Yeah, I had a friend that used to write a whole lot, and they would before when we were little, they had this big stack of journals, and just pen and paper. They would write poems, they would write stories. They were good at it too.
Where are they now?
They had there was an accident. I'm gonna give you one of my tokens.
I'll take back my Whitney die. Okay. I'll draw a card. Let's see what we get. Got the Two of Spades. Is that like
Ooh.
abandoned? Two of Spades. The train passes an industrial-sized dumpster overflowing with rancid trash. It smells, reaches your nose as the speeds pass. There's enough light for you to see the world's dream catcher sprayed across the dumpster in fluorescent pink. Why is hope in such a short supply? Damn.
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 I didn't get it for a second, then I was like, wait,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Goddamn train game. Train game, you out here being real. Yeah, I think
Well,
then.
Phoebe Bridgers plays in the background. Somebody made a playlist on Spotify that's just called Sad Trains, and it's all Phoebe Bridgers
and
except
then
for
two
two songs.
Wow. Anyway, yeah. So I guess like seeing this giant thing, recoiling from the smell. It's not like a smell that he would be used to. I imagine it would be more common for someone in the city to be used to it. But recoils from it and then kind of sees what it is, and just sees like compacting like teddy bears and like bouquets and just all like little moments of joy mixed into like literal trash and the term dream catcher, and kind of looks over at it. They really want to drive the point home, don't they?
Oh, that's beautifully morbid.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What's the like the item from your life that you lost once that you regret losing?
My sanity? No. Sorry, that was a Grace answer.
Oh no, the character bleed.
Probably the last journal that my friend filled out. I mean, granted, it was like crayon drawings and shit. Because that's all we had. But they were
wood
good
pencils
crayon.
were really hard to get. The wood pencils, yeah.
Yeah, they're real good. They're really good crayon drawings. What about you?
I used to have this stuffed dog as a kid, and I loved it a lot. And then one day, it got lost. I don't know where it went, but I tried to find a replacement one, and my parents tried to find it for me, and
Aw.
they found the same one, but it was like new
It
from the
wasn't.
store, and it wasn't
Aw.
mine. Yeah, and
Now we could hop
I
the
think-
train and go digging. There might be one in there.
You want to try? I don't think it'll go well for us, but we can give it a try.
Oh, it absolutely will not go well for us.
Yeah, we'll just then wave at the dream catcher, being like, "If you're in there, dog, I missed you."
Fuck,
Nothing.
dude. Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. Do you think one of us wrote it or one of them wrote it? Is it a statement piece or is it intentionally there to crush people's dreams?
Well, it might be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Did you have
Weird
to
though that
be?
it's sitting in the middle. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, the pink makes it so much worse.
yeah.
And also it's just sitting in the middle of this road. Why did they put it on display? Why has no one come to take it away yet?
Somebody really wanted the people, like, somebody to see it.
Yeah. That's fucked. That's real fucked.
This whole place is fucked.
True. Do you think the West will be less fucked?
That's the hope, isn't it?
That was not a yes or no question. Yes or no answer to a yes or no question.
I mean, maybe the West is more fucked. You never know.
And I will give you my ghost for challenging your answer. Yeah, it could be. But it always sounded like they never got hit quite as hard. So I kind of hoped they'd be business as usual beyond the Rockies. Yeah, beyond the Rockies.
Sure.
That's the mountain range in Central America.
Sure.
Yes, I know this. I lived in Colorado for a year.
Really showing off our geographical knowledge right now,
Yeah.
Sean.
I lived in Colorado Springs, literally at the base of the mountain. I should really know the name. Yeah, it always
Oh, we're
sounded
gonna
like
have to pass through the mountains to get out, aren't we?
at some point, yeah. Do you think we're gonna go up, or do you think we're gonna go through?
It'd be cool if we went through.
It'd be cool if we went through.
It'd also be freezing if we went up, and I don't think either of us are really ready for it to be freezing.
We could take the bean sacks and make jackets. Bean jackets.
Bean jackets!
Bean jackets.
Oh, man.
Or rice jackets, or wheat jackets, or flour, or something, but you know.
I don't know, I like a bean
jackets.
jacket. These statement piece.
Yeah. And then
Screw
when
the
we
denim,
get off,
beans.
and they're like, yeah, where'd you get that from? We're like, oh, I definitely got it legally and not by dumping a bag of food on the ground to make a bean jacket. It's fine.
Well, we can eat the beans.
That's so much raw, unprocessed bean.
I mean, what, we have water. We have a train car that is made out of steel that we could probably make an area of. If we're lucky, we could figure out a way to make a fucking fire.
Yes, yeah.
Depends on what the bean sack's made out of, though. That might get trickier.
I was imagining, like that, coffee canva. The canvas.
Yeah,
that, like,
that's what I
holds
was
the bags.
thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
No, actually, this could work.
We'll make it. Well,
We could start a fire,
find a
boil
way.
some beans.
we just really hope this train doesn't have any coal dust on it. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
why would
fine.
it be on the inside?
You know, it's gonna work out. Anyway,
Why would there be coal dust on the inside?
if they had transported coal prior.
You don't. Why would they put the food in the coal car?
Things are run poorly these days.
I'm
That's
aware.
why.
Why are you shopping for clothes at the soup store?
Because the clothing store shut down 3 days ago. Want to pull a card?
Yeah.
Go for it.
8 of spades. Great. Why do you suspect the Pinkertons might be after you?
Yeah, let's
We
learn.
broke the law.
Did you break the law in your past?
We're actively breaking the law.
I know we're actively breaking the law, but I was like, maybe Rory has additionally broken the law
I mean, she
and done
has.
additional crimes. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Mr. Lumberjack,
What's up?
do anything else exciting that people might be chasing you for? Or just picking up
Not
and
unless,
illegally moving across the country?
not unless a couple people found out a couple things real fast. But
A couple things.
hey,
Like
what
what?
about you? Nah, it's my
No,
turn
no,
to
no,
invent
no,
the answer
no.
there. Yeah, what would they be running from you for?
Here, let's flip a pebble for it.
I think I have to give you my ghost now. Right? No. No, I have to give you my dragon for being avoidant. Yeah. Let's flip.
Let's flip a pebble for it.
I want to just roll a die on odds to you on evens to me.
That's what I was gonna do.
Cool. I was like, I don't
Here,
have a coin around
I'll
me.
use one of the dice that I've been using as a token.
Perfect.
Odds is who?
I think I said odds is you, evens is me.
So I rolled a 6.
Okay, evens is me. Cool. Then yeah, how do you press him? How do you press him for the answer?
No, I think Rory Foley just goes, no, we're gonna flip a I raise you, let's flip a pebble.
Okay.
And that person goes.
Back in the last days of the war, there was a real pressure to meet demand, and so safety got cut. Lots of corners got cut, and a tree may have come down in a way that took someone out, and it may have been officially reported as they were the only one on the job site.
Shit, did you kill somebody?
A falling tree killed a man. I had nothing to do with it.
So this get really funny in a really morbid way really quickly.
Okay.
That is hauntingly familiar. Uh
How so?
So when I was in school, around the last days of the war,
Mhm.
it wasn't uncommon to go looking for trees to cut down
Mm-hmm.
for shits and giggles. Or if there was a tree that maybe had not been cut down yet, a lot of us wanted to try and climb it.
And you killed a man with a falling tree?
I didn't. No, I didn't. But one of the trees was apparently cut through partway, and we didn't know. And tree came down. 5 of us went, 3 came back.
How old were they when they got
19.
your
So.
journaling friend? One of them?
One of them. Somebody said something to somebody, and they came knocking, and they came asking questions, and we all kind of just panicked.
The other two doing a run, or only you?
I'm not sure. I think one of them probably went, knowing that one. The other one was with me to start, So they might be on this train. They might have gotten on a different one. I don't know.
Weird how something as small as trees can ruin a couple lives.
Yeah.
Four of clubs.
Learn your fucking card suits.
Oh, yo. Okay. You pull a folded up piece of paper out of your pack and hold it to the other player, saying, "Hey, check this out. What is it?"
I like that we both decided that somebody died because of a tree fell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's really funny.
We
I mean, it's
banned
not, but
wood.
it is. We banned wood and had it be the murder weapon. Oh
man.
I think, yeah. So I guess after sitting there for a second, we'll pull out from his bag a picture, drawn in crayon. It's not good, but it's something that like a old propaganda poster from the war. And like, hey, I know it's not good, but if you need something, you need some sort of art to hold on to, you could have this. And hands it to you.
Oh man. I forgot they did these in crayon.
Well, they had to stop all the wood production for pencils, and pen is just so expensive, and all that wax was being unused. So,
Man.
crayon. We live in a weird world.
We do.
We live in a world that feels like it was created by two very tired streamers 5 minutes before some sort of story began. I don't know what that says about the reality of God, but it feels strange.
Oh man.
What's a streamer? I don't
you-
know what that is.
What is a streamer? I don't fucking know,
Yeah.
man.
Who could say?
Thanks. Where'd you come from, by the way?
Like, originally or like right now?
Originally, are you in the town that the train was in, or are you from a little bit further into the city, or I guess you wouldn't
a
be
little,
because wood.
yeah, a little further from the city, head to head, pretty close to catch the train.
Yeah.
From a further down part of a state that has trees. From Minnesota. Grew up
Part
in
of a state that has trees.
you know what I mean. Grew up in the north, and then when the north got wiped, went down to the central region, and I've been there since. But yeah, are you always living in the big city?
No, I moved there sometime after school. That didn't last very long, as you can see.
That's now you're on a train.
Yeah, now I'm on a train.
Because you killed someone.
I did not kill somebody. A tree killed somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the true statement. The tree killed somebody.
The tree killed somebody, but who's gonna believe a tree killed somebody with the wood shortage?
What if two people say trees killed somebody?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't really see them buying that. You're right.
Wood shortage and the war. I don't know that they're gonna buy that a tree killed somebody.
Yeah. Especially a tree right in the big city that was already half cut down. Like, are you sure someone's not setting you up?
Who knows anymore? It doesn't matter. They're gone now.
Yeah. There's a whole lot that's gone now.
I was supposed to give you a token when I told you something, so you can take something back.
I'll take your dragon. That feels apt.
Yay. I'm gonna draw a card.
Nice.
I'm gonna redraw because that's similar to what we just did.
Sounds good.
I got 7 of clubs.
Okay.
Oh, this one's cute.
Oh, is
Some
it?
dumb happy dog starts running
Oh.
alongside the train. It's almost keeping up like it was shot out of a cannon. Share a story about a dog from your past. Oh my god, look! What little guy?
How's he running that fast?
That's a very good. Where did you come? And she's gonna like stick her head out the door a little bit. Where'd you come
Yeah,
from, little
dog,
guy?
where are you at? Are you running from a tree too, dog? You want to hop in the tree car?
Yeah, tree murderer car. Let's go.
Did you ever have a dog?
Man, I wanted one so badly. My parents are allergic. My neighbor had one though. He was a little menace. He's one of those like little yappers.
Yeah.
Just nonstop from morning to dusk, like dawn to dusk, absolutely nonstop. The worst sound ever. But if you fed it scraps of something, it would suddenly become your best friend and it would do stuff for you. And one time I got really, really mad at my dad. And I threw the dog some scraps, and the dog went up and just started pulling on my dad's pant leg.
Oh,
Bottom
good,
half of the
Rachel.
leg just ripped right off. So worth it.
Hello, Tipsy Tiger. Welcome for the raid. Not welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome
into
for the
stream.
raid!
Welcome for the raid.
I
I am Sean. This is Help Action Needed. We are a TTRPG company. Not company. That sounds so official. We are a TTRPG channel specializing in indie games and sad stories. And this is Grace. Grace is joining me today. Grace, go ahead and tell the lovely people of the world who you are.
Hello, my name is Grace. I go by GhostlightG here on the internet. I'm a Crit Award nominated singer-songwriter, lover of sad stories, and general all-around nerd here on the internet.
Yes. And we are playing we are playing Catching the Westbound, or as we have been calling it, Sad Trains. It's a TTRPG about 2 people heading west to escape their lives and hopefully find something better.
We both killed people with trees.
Without planning to, we both did accidentally kill people with trees. But we didn't do it. It was nature. The trees did it. We did not do it. So yeah, that's a little summary. That's where we're at. Raiders, if you need to raid and run, no worries. I hope that your stream was a great time. What were you up to, Tipsy Tiger? I would love to hear it. Yeah, then
While we are greeting the raiders, I'm gonna order food because I never did that when I said I was going to.
That was a full hour and 40 minutes ago.
I am aware.
Get your food. Yeah, we got a family dog after the missing stuffed animal incident, kind of to make up for the
Oh, dude, that's way better than the stuffed animal dog. You got a real dog.
Oh, I know. It was good. He was great. We kept him for his entire life. We had
what was his name?
Biggs.
Sean did not think that far.
Sean did not think that far. Sean did not go with the name. This is why Grace sent an entire list of NPC names that I did not check, and I simply said Biggs.
Hey, if it works, it works.
If it works, it works. Yeah, it was a really cool yellow lab. Didn't train people to steal pant legs, but like was the kind of the best thing you could have when going through it all.
They are known as man's best friend.
They are man's best friend. Yeah, just had him for the entire, like pretty much my entire growing up, from when I was 12 to when I was 19, and was with me most of my life.
You called 12 to 19 your entire growing up?
I'm sorry. Did you not have a formative development in those years?
I
Are you
mean,
the same person you were when you were 12? Did
I
you
am
not
not the
grow?
same. I
I'm
am
sorry, I
just
was
saying.
telling you about my
I'm
dog, and
just
I feel attacked
saying
for
that your
sharing personal
childhood
information.
did your childhood begin before age 12, or do you just not remember anything before age 12?
It began, but it wasn't good. Nothing was good,
I mean,
as we have
everything was bad.
established.
There was a war. We've been new.
Yeah. So no, I did have a childhood. I only had a stuffed dog before I was 12, though.
Oh, so your childhood began when you got a real dog. I got it.
Hey, life's got to begin somewhere, and it's when you get a dog.
Stupid.
I'm gonna draw a card. 6 of diamonds.
Life's gotta begin somewhere.
Ooh, someone you care about is a Pinkerton. How do you feel about that? The Pinkertons, have we established that they're just soldiers? Is that the vibe?
I don't know. We didn't even know, like, unless the
Yeah.
Pinkerton War is supposed to actually refer to the actual people, which I don't think it
Yeah.
is.
I don't think so either. But in
Maybe,
that case, they
maybe
were just like lawyers who seemed very greedy.
they make
Um,
they make the Pinkertons seem like an occupying
yeah, it really seems
armada
like a Germany situation.
in Germany or Shinra situation.
Yeah,
If we want to stick with our Final Fantasy
yeah.
VII analogy.
So yeah, someone I know is a part of Shinra. Yeah, I think like yeah. So looking out and seeing just like the Shinra logo on the side of some of the boxes that we're next to.
The Pinkerton logo.
Yes, for legally distinct reasons, the Pinkertons. I'm like, yeah, it's. I know this. I know they have done a lot of bad, but for a while the company seemed to actually do a lot of good. They came into town and recruited a bunch of people to work for the lumberjacks, and then promised some of them office jobs, and
Oh.
the office job people left town, but seemed to be doing fine.
Do you know one of the people that left?
Yeah, my younger brother left. Haven't heard from him in a while. Sends cards. Seems to be having a better time than the people that stayed behind to cut trees down was doing.
Well, that kind of tracks, actually.
Yeah.
I've seen the building.
Pretty.
Obnoxious. Especially at night, though.
Are you like from like that big city? Or do they just have like satellite buildings?
I've seen the satellite building. Travel enough into the city, you probably would see some of the bigger ones. So, never saw one of the big ones, but I don't know. I think the
I hear that
Pinkertons
they,
just wanted to make sure that their logo was everywhere. Wasn't enough to have the posters and the lights. They had to have big building that was obnoxiously just blaring out all of the things at all hours.
Does it really like project the logo onto the clouds at night, or is that just something that they say?
I think the big one does. The one that we had just had like a big screen.
That's pretty stupid.
It is really stupid.
They okay. Good for them, I guess. Let them do what they want to do.
Yeah. But hey, war's over. Maybe.
War is over. Yeah. Rebuild.
Rebuild. Maybe we take down the big obnoxious buildings.
That would be good. Do you know any of them?
Couple people from the satellite office. Some of my friends from school. One of the ones that the one that turned himself in, actually, worked in that building. Cushy office job. We usually made him responsible for buying all the drinks.
Yeah.
It was fine. He was fine. He hated his boss, though.
That seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the top Pinkertons are the best at socializing. Seems like they're only the best at
I don't think they
you
leave
know.
their offices.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're coming up to the mountains. We'll get to see if we're going up or over.
Yep. I'm getting kind of hungry. Do you want to see if the bean fire will actually work?
Let's give it a try. You got any igniters or anything flammable on you?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll a d4.
Okay.
If it's high, yes. If it's low, no. That's not a
I
d4.
being a 4 or a 3 or a 4?
Yeah, or like 3 or 4. So 50-50.
Okay, cool. Nice.
High or low? It's a 4! I have a lighter! Haha!
Nice! Yeah, well, we could probably use some of this hay that's on the ground and
Yeah.
start that up pretty
Grab
quick.
some hay, grab a part of a bean set. Well, you have to cut one open if we want beans and rice anyway.
That's true.
I'll make a fire. You figure out a way to contain the beans and water and rice, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and looks around trying to find a pot or something. And it's like, well, and just like takes like his body and like pushes down on one of the steel crates as hard as he can, hoping to make like a divot in it so he can at least like heat up this crate maybe and get a like little like boiling pot situation on the top end of it. I'll roll to see how it goes. I'll roll a d20 because it's the only thing I got out. I feel like on a 15 or higher it goes well. Hey, that's an 18. Thanks,
Let's
Whitney.
go.
Let's go. Oh, that looks like a 2 there. It's an 18. It was not a 2. Yeah, so I guess just with like the force of sadness and rage, just goes like into this steel container and makes a like makeshift walk out of it or something. It might take a lot longer to heat than we were ready for, but
We have literally nothing but time.
Yeah.
Especially, fire might be nice if we're going up. So.
You want to draw?
Have a draw. Nope, that's not the right suit. We've already answered this.
Rude. Come on, automated card drawer. No, we've already drawn from my physical deck.
I don't like this one.
Oh.
We're gonna draw again.
Okay.
It's another one of like the UCX.
Got it. Let's just pick one if you want.
I might.
Okay. I feel like the game was not meant for this many card pulls. With how many of the questions are like similar, I think it was kind of meant to be like draw 3 or 4 cards, not 6.
Some of the questions that I've drawn are also like ones that we've kind of answered as we've gone.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, great.
Yeah, the
cool.
hard part about when you're like very used to doing roleplay scenes, and then the prompt is like, have a discussion about this. Like, oh, we did because we answered 5 questions in one because that's how normal humans have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. If any of you want to listen along to the Sad Trains playlist, here is Sad Trains. Again, it is primarily Phoebe Bridgers. It is bookended by not Phoebe Bridgers and then added on 2 songs by Boy Genius a couple months later.
Let's do 4 of Diamonds. The train passes
Also-
through a bombed-out area that was once a city. Amidst the rubble, you see the smashed-up, stripped-for-parts military truck bearing a familiar pine tree silhouette of the Green Union. How did the Green Union's tactics change the way you saw the Pinkerton Wars? Well, that's a terrible place to leave a truck.
Yeah. Probably wasn't meant to be left there. Probably people saw the Union and made sure they didn't get out.
Or maybe they they saw the Northern Alliance and just bailed.
Be true, yeah.
Because they're supposed
The
to be
Alliance.
uber strong and cool or whatever.
Yeah, and such good at their Pinkerton jobs they are, that Northern Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if they shelled the city and then put this truck here to make it look like the Unions had something to do with it.
Yeah. Amazing what enough money will do to change a war.
Yeah. Or even just perception of one, like.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
Easy. What? You found the cards? Oh yeah! You did it! We are
Literally next to
an
my
hour
desk.
and a half in stream and you found your cards.
I glanced down, they were next to my desk chair this whole time. That's really funny.
That's
I
wild.
got up like 4 times looking for these
You did.
fucking things.
You did, and then all you had to do was go, "Oh, hey, cards."
Guys, I'm a genius. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a late on a Saturday. We're doing
It's
great.
not
We're
even.
doing
It's
bad
not
for
that late. It's 8:30.
Grace, I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to give you an out for this deck of cards. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they used to be. I feel like they used to fight on the side of people, and now they're kind of just the people's enemy through no fault of their own. It's kind of sad how that happened.
Do you ever wish they won?
That's a weird question. I don't really wish they won, but I kind of wish we knew what happened if they did, you know? It's like, I feel like them winning probably would just have led to more problems. But if they got what they were hoping for, it may have worked out.
Yeah, I guess. How long
Do you
before
wish
you
they
think
won?
they... Do I wish they won?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the side that was funded by Pinkerton money
Yeah,
winning.
that's fair. What were you going to ask, though?
I don't know, just... How long do you think it'll take for them to rebuild this spot?
I don't think they're ever going to rebuild this one. I think that's kind of the point.
You think they're just leaving it as a reminder?
Kind of. Like, why else park a truck there and leave it smashed up in a smashed up city?
Think there's anyone out there? Hiding? Getting ready to
Yeah.
hop the train?
Meeting a stranger who somehow also killed someone with a tree and
Yeah,
finding
small world,
weird
man.
coincidences. Yeah. It's wild how things like that happen. But hey, could happen. Probably not the worst spot to hide. The
Not
plains around
great.
here aren't. I mean, it's not great, but like, there's enough around here that you could probably make it on your own a bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if you stayed alone, yeah. Three of diamonds.
Ooh.
Ooh, the weather is going to change. Why does that put you on edge?
That actually works out really well. Maybe we're approaching
We're
the
going up the
mountain.
mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were kind of hoping we'd go through it, and we see that we're going up and over it. And it's like,
Well,
ooh.
shit.
Well, I know that these doors don't really close, but you think we got time to fashion a fake 20-foot door in the time the snow would get here?
Maybe? How many bean sacks do you think we need to cut up?
You are a wildly optimistic person, Rory.
We can try. At least. I don't know. It's probably not worth it. We might be able to close the door. Or at least a little bit more.
And maybe if we close it, like one side of it, we could line up the other with some crates or something and build a wind wall.
That could work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
And hope it doesn't take us too long to get through the mountains.
I got a 13. I feel
Oh,
like that's a positive roll of closed door.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you want to roll?
I can
We set a
roll.
yeah. Here, let's set a combined DC of 20. So all you need is a 7.
12.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we get one of the doors closed, force it shut. And then yeah, here the snow up here can last deep into the summer. And if it's just now turning to winter, you think it's gonna slow down at all?
Probably not. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky.
Nothing. We got our bean jackets, and we got enough food in here
Bean
that if
jackets
we
and
need.
the beanacade, and now we got a wall of boxes.
Yeah. Hey, we're good strategists. We
We're
work well together.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever been to the ocean before?
Been to the East Coast once, but never west. Yeah,
Heard
it
the
was,
water's warmer.
the west.
Yeah.
Yeah, that East Coast water was they paint you pictures of beaches and swimming, and it's not that. It's real bad.
No.
What about you? You been there before?
Once when I was little. We don't once you're in the city, they don't really like you leaving that much. For whatever reason.
Control the people you know sort of situation?
I guess. I don't know. I like your idea of starting over. Fish. Sounds nice.
Could work. We could establish the fishing trades together. You ever fish before?
No.
Okay, well,
How hard can it be?
yeah. I mean, you're clearly patient enough if you hopped on this train. Could
You know, with no plan
be
and
in charge of money or something. I don't know.
I worked retail before this, man. There's not I don't know how much of that could actually go over to you know, fish.
No, I never worked retail. Never once.
Not worth it. Super not
imagine.
worth it.
Yeah, having
Yeah, no.
people who think they're better than you just because you're on the clock yelling at you all day does not sound fun.
Yeah, no. People having it looks like our water is boiling, so I guess we can
You never beans. And our
Have our
rice.
beans and rice. Very.
You don't happen to think one of these crates has seasoning in it, do you?
I doubt it.
It's not worth looking.
No. I don't know. It was already kind of bare bones when we came in, so.
Yeah. Well, at least we got a nice snowy view to look out on.
Yeah, if we weren't, traveling the way that we're traveling,
Mm-hmm.
you can almost feel like you're on vacation.
It'd almost be nice, yeah. If we weren't illegally on a train, hoping we don't freeze to death because of the outside, we could appreciate the
Man,
outside. Yeah, yeah.
legalities.
Hey,
We both killed people with
hey.
trees.
No, the trees killed people.
The trees killed people with trees.
Yeah, the trees killed people. But once we're through the mountains, I think that's all gets to be behind us.
Yeah,
I think
should
we just
be.
don't control much on the other side, so.
Thank God.
Well, at least we got dinner.
At least we got dinner. When's the last time you had a home cooked meal? Just one of the other ones.
We had a full like going away dinner before going away, so that it was kind of like that everyone could say goodbye in case it didn't work out, sort of thing.
Oh, I was gonna say that's nice, and then you made it depressing immediately.
I'm sorry I answered your question. Yeah, when was the last time you had a home cooked meal?
Last week, probably. We don't.
Rara's comment. Sean's great at that. Thank you, Rara. Thank you for being here.
Last week, it was not one for cooking, really.
Yeah.
Unless I visit one of my friends or go home. No, one of my friends made soup because the weather was getting colder. We just had some soup, some tea, and enjoyed some rainy weather from not in the rain.
Yeah. Honestly, that sounds real nice. What
Oh,
kind
it
of
was
soup
like
was it?
peak. This something with squash, I think.
I love
It's
that
good.
soup. Like a little
I don't know
squash,
if-
you throw in some like little pumpkin seeds, you put some apple juice in there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good soup.
Shout out to Goose Poop Games. Yeah, maybe when we get to the fishing town, we can learn some new soup. We can get some squash and fish soup. Or maybe they got farms out there. Maybe
Or maybe
they're
just,
growing
or
their own
maybe
squash.
just fish soup and not make it weird.
I just don't want everything to be fish.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know that there's not a lot left to choose from, but I feel like if you got one thing, you need something to not be your work thing. You got to have a life and then like a
I don't
work.
know.
And
We got
if it's fish
rice and
food and fish
beans.
life, yeah, I'm aware, Rory. I'm just trying the best.
How much of the rice and beans do you think we could carry to make food with the fish?
I mean, if we get off like at a stop and no one's there, we could probably take, I don't know, 2 bags each, like 2 bags of beans in one arm, 2 bags of rice in the other, and run off with it.
I bet we could
Last a
load
couple
up.
months.
If we load up a crate though. How much do you think we could take?
We could probably take 10 or so of each, but then also like they're gonna see us dragging a crate. So how quickly can we escape in the cover of night with a whole crate?
It depends on if there's people. You don't know.
We don't know. Well, hey, we got time. We could pack up a crate now and
Figure it out.
yeah. Figure it out. If we see lots of people as soon as we get over the ridge, we grab some bags and we run. If we see freedom, take a whole crate, throw it off, jump to safety, and walk into the... Well, not I was going to say we walk into the sea, but we're not walking into the sea. Walk to the sea
I mean,
with
maybe you do
our.
walk into the sea. I don't know your preferences.
No, I don't. I don't plan to walk into the sea. Um, but get some nice soup going the first night. That one, nice.
10 of diamonds. You
10 of
discovered that
diamonds.
you both spent some time in the same place and have a common acquaintance there. How do you both know them? Swap stories.
Where are we at together?
Who?
We could make it real sad and make it the same forest, and the common acquaintance is the one remaining family member of the tree and the tree story. I'm open for anything. That's just where my mind went immediately.
That's so sad and so funny. I feel like we have to.
Okay. So who is the remaining tree person?
Who is the remaining tree person? Or
Mhm.
I'll take, because you're from a
I'll
small
take.
town and Rory's from a city, but moved to the city later. Maybe Rory's from the
Hmm.
same town as you and you just never realized.
Oh. Yeah, that works. Because they're like 4 years apart. I don't imagine that he went to
Yeah.
school, so it's like would have not been in like early education at the same time. Also, the war, and then
Yeah.
you moving away for college when like they would be old enough to start hanging out. That works easily.
Also, the war.
Yeah, the war. Yeah. Yeah. So, what's the name of that town you're from again?
Something.
You're also from something?
Not that. I was trying to come up with a tree pun because I thought it'd be funny, and I couldn't think of one.
Timber Falls.
Sure.
Hey, it works for tree murder.
Yeah.
Speaking of tree murder, one of my friends named our Stardew farm Tree Murder Farm because the only thing she does in that game is cut down all the trees. So she
Phenomenal.
named it Tree Murder Farm.
Yeah. Timber Falls, why?
I was just thinking there's not that many small towns you could have moved directly to the city from
With tree-based names.
with tree-based names where there's enough wood for tree-based problems. Actually, spent a good part of my life there myself. I'm surprised we never ran into each other.
Oh, shit. Well, I
Although,
guess it makes sense.
You consider a good part of my life to only start at 12. So
well,
I'm not
you
striking.
said a good part of your
Thanks,
life
no, I'm
started at 12, so...
So, nah,
For all I know, you just didn't exist before age 12.
that's true. I could be a Pinkerton agent that just got placed here.
You just appeared.
I'm not, but I could.
Or you were like a weird supernatural entity that just appeared. Like you didn't exist, and then like age 12, boom, so you're there.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, surprised we didn't, but I guess like we wouldn't really have overlapped much.
Yeah. Not unless we
you-
met when I was like 3 or something.
Yeah.
And even
I would
then.
have had to have been like 7, so we wouldn't know each other for that yet. Do you regret leaving?
Not really. Especially after the tree thing. But I don't know. Sometimes I miss it. And friends there, my parents are there. The yappy neighbor's dog was there.
I wonder if your parents were at the dinner the other day. It was kind of a whole town send-off, so
They probably were. Knowing them.
that's cool.
They always were very dramatic about send-offs like that.
Take it, your own send-off took a bit of time off them.
Waterworks. Endless. My mom did not stop crying from the beginning of dinner until we went to bed.
Say that's a lot, but I imagine if this all works out when my son heads off wherever he wants to go, I'll probably be the same.
Oh, 1,000%. It was sweet. I miss them.
Sweet in the memory, but in the moment you're like, "Oh, this is a lot, and I feel so much right now."
My mom's always kind of been like that, so it was more of like an okay kind of thing by the time I went off to school, but no, it was sweet. It's sweet. Your son might find it a little bit cringy if you start crying, but
Yeah.
huh.
Oh well. That's
He
him.
might we might not ever leave, or we might not go far
That's
if
true.
you
Yeah.
establish the world's greatest fish empire or whatever.
Hey, I didn't say world's greatest. I just
I
said something to defy.
mean,
But we can hope for the world's greatest fish empire. Oh, got the king of clubs,
whoa.
and I got it right that time. I didn't even say spades. Look at me.
Hey.
Hey. Uh,
Trying to find it so I can put it off to the side as one that we've done.
yeah, I
'Cause I
got
can
king, but I'm gonna go
do
with
that.
queen instead because it fits the story better. It's nighttime, but you're not trying to sleep. Why not?
'Cause it's fucking cold.
Yeah, because it's cold. Because one of us needs to be awake just in case someone's coming to try and check these trains at like a
Yeah.
top of mountain train expo depot. Um, and I think also just like I had said earlier, he wasn't prepared to sleep on the train. He kind of thought it'd be a 1 day thing. So he's like, "Yeah, you can go to bed if you want. I'll stay up. I don't sleep well in new places the first night."
Nah, I'm good for now.
Okay.
It's a little it's nice and quiet, and also it's fucking cold, and
Yeah.
historically sleeping in the cold doesn't end well. Although I guess with somebody here to wake you up, it's less concerning. But
We got warm bean water. Like,
we do
if you
have
needed, we could like whoop our hands and
warm bean and
have warm
rice water.
bean. Yeah. What does the world come to that we're excited about warm bean and rice water?
We're riding a train across the Rockies is what it's come to.
Yeah.
Man, can't deny the view though.
It's like we're at the top of the sky and everything's below us for once. No one's there to say that they're higher up or better than us. We're literally at the top of the world. And on the other side is what we want. It's our lives. It's got to take a couple days, not days, God, a couple hours to get there.
Hey, if I threw the top of this crate off of the train, how loud of a noise do you think it's gonna make?
Ooh, how good's your aim? Because if you hit the rocks, probably gonna be pretty damn loud. If you hit the snow, I don't think you're gonna get any sound out of it.
Ooh. Should I try it?
I
The
mean,
ways you keep yourself occupied when you're
yeah. Who's gonna stop us? I don't even think that the
Yeet!
conductors would hear it. Yeah, okay. Yeet.
What is that? That's a 13.
Feels good.
You're like a medium kind of.
Yeah. Like it doesn't hit like right on the top, it hits like the side, it goes like chink, like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be.
Hey, we got 12 more lids. If you want to try.
Yeah, we
We
need
got
some
12
of
more
those,
chances.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we really only need the soup one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know,
I guess
you
if the
didn't.
soup one breaks, we need a couple more soup ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't bring cards or anything, did you?
No. But I got some weird scraps that we can make into cards of a kind.
You know what? Sure. We got nothing better to do.
And he'll pull out like clearly like the same like clothing scraps that are used to like repair the pants or jacket or shirt whenever they rip. And like we could say like blue is like hearts and red is spades and black is diamonds and white is the other one, hearts.
Perfect.
And
The other one?
the darker they are, the higher they rank.
Staring at cards all night.
Yo, Grace. Yo, Grace. It's late. Our brains are fried. We have been staring at cards all night, but I don't think we've drawn a single heart.
I thought we have. Have we not?
We have drawn one single heart. We have drawn the 8 of hearts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yes,
It's
we're just...
in game. It's in game. It's like 3 a.m. Of course, I don't remember all the suits of cards.
It's good enough. We're cold. We're
Yeah.
tired. We're hungry. We've only eaten bean water.
Yeah, we'll say the darker threads are kings, and the lighter threads are aces.
Cool. I think we're missing a couple cards, but it can work.
Yeah, you got a game in mind?
Play war.
Yeah, I haven't played that in a while.
It needs a new name.
Since the war, it kind of fell out of fashion, but I'm not against it.
War needs a new name. What's a better name for war than war?
Could call it conflict. Could call it trade agreement. Could call it card swap. Could call it the game that never ends.
I mean, it ends eventually, but
it does end eventually.
We could call it trade. That sounds
That's
better and less upsetting.
Let's play a nice game of trade.
The funniest thing is, we literally could just play war for the rest of this.
We could, yeah. Let's do a quick 3-card round.
Sure. I will
Cool.
shuffle the cards that I have left in my deck.
Yes, yeah. I almost just dropped them all again, which would have been bad.
That would have been so funny. We've played that one.
We have played 52-card pickup. Okay. The fun part is we can show them to stream before we see them ourselves. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hell yeah! So that's.
Oh, you win that one.
That's one for me. And next one. 1. Oh. Damn.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
Damn, you're good at this.
This next one's not an ace. Don't worry.
It's the last remaining ace.
Yeah. Well, you get that one.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, we can go until we're done, but I feel like the track record I'm on, you might want to quit while you're behind.
Some people, you're lucky.
Well, hopefully that luck carries over to starting anew.
Your fish empire.
It's not an empire.
It's funny to think about it as one, though.
Yeah. Gotta dream small before you get big. Otherwise, I'm gonna put your dreams in the dream catcher.
Yep. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That'd be a hell of a motivational poster, though. Can you imagine?
You can go into graphic design. You can make motivational posters. Dream small, or you'll end up in the trash.
All right.
What do you say?
9 of clubs?
Yeah.
Have we done this
9
one?
of clubs? I don't think so. No, and it works really well. And the cold, you're like starting to stiffen up.
This is the downside of me using a digital puller, is I don't remember which ones I've pulled.
No, we've not done that one yet.
In the cold, your leg is starting to stiffen up. I don't know why I'm holding the card up still. What injury, old or recent, is the stiffness a reminder of? I think that Rory, as she was getting on the train, you definitely heard like a big bang as she was climbing on. And she just kind of like, fuck, ow.
It hit it pretty hard, jumping on, I take it?
Yeah, what gave you the idea?
Well, the bang when it happened and the subtle pressure you've applied since.
Yeah, cold's not helping.
You want an extra bean bag to keep it in? Or we can get it rice. If rice helps with phones, maybe it'll help with legs.
I'll just prop it up for now and take care of it later. I can walk on it just fine, but that's I think I'm feeling it now because of the adrenaline.
Yeah, now that it's kind of out of your system, it's like
Yeah.
now the whole reality of the situation settling in.
Yeah.
If you can walk on it fine, how can you run on it?
Whew. Fingers crossed I can if we need to. If we're lucky, I don't need to.
We're lucky. All we got to do is just take a crate and push until we find a spot to sit.
Take a crate and a bunch of beans.
We got some beans, we got some rice, we got some wheat, and we got our pushing bodies.
All of the things you need to survive.
I kind of think that like they sit in silence for a bit, just watching the snow. What do you think? One more card pull and then we do our finale one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a shuffle. This is a fun game. I've been enjoying Sad Trains. Yeah.
I want to know how this game would flow with more people. I'm just curious.
I think it would flow really well.
I think this would work really well with like, as like a setup episode for a campaign.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing like a semi-modern one, Ace of Hearts. Now I gotta find it. I shuffled my deck. That was a mistake.
There's a high altitude drone overhead. At first you thought it was coincidence, but now you're sure it's following the train. Who do you think it belongs to, and what do you think it's doing? I think he'll point up at it after like probably 2 hours of like just small talk or silence. Be like, "Ayo, Rorieta, there's a drone up there. You think it's the Pinkerton drone? Making sure no one makes it to the other side."
Hi.
Hello, sir. Poor man.
It scared me so bad. I just saw it out the corner of my eye.
Yeah. You think they're making sure no one makes it to the first rest stop over there?
Ooh, I hope that's not what that is. Because we are fucked if it is.
Hopefully it just hasn't seen us yet. And I think that's just gotta be what we do is either wait till it leaves or well, you showed you got some great accuracy on that throwing arm there.
Yeah.
Maybe you can knock it out of the sky.
Maybe we don't chance that. That's Grace just knowing what my dice rolls usually are.
Who cares about dice in our diceless TTRPG?
me, because we've been using them.
We have, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe just in case. Let's move away from the door. I don't think they can see the fire because the smoke's not really going to do much, but not especially not in the snow.
Our wall of crates.
Yeah.
So we got that covered too.
Yeah. But move away from the visible part of the door.
Yeah. Just hope that that even if they catch us once we're out of their jurisdiction, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Just a couple more hours.
Imagine a town with no Pinkerton signs.
Sounds beautiful, honestly.
Even if it's full of like other weird tech city like buildings.
I'll take weird tech city buildings over Pinkerton signs.
Yeah. Then you're a fun person to steal a train with.
Oh, you're a great person to steal a train with. I'll steal a train with you again.
Hopefully we don't need to, because I don't think we're gonna have better luck on a train going back east, and there's no trains going west. So hopefully this is I respect the sentiment. Hopefully we never need to steal a train together again. Yeah. Yeah. Do you wanna should we get some breakfast beans cooking, or do you want to try and get out in the cover of night?
Let's get some breakfast beans cooking. We're trying to get to the ocean anyway.
Yeah. In my mind, it's like Rocky's ocean. For the ease of this fantasy world.
That is not how geography works.
The ocean rose a lot, and now it's in the middle of Utah. We're shrinking the map, Grace. for
No more
ease.
Utah. Utah's underwater now. Goodbye.
Yeah. Would Utah even work for that?
I mean,
Yeah, Utah works.
Salt Lake
It's on
City
the
is basically a giant bowl. It works.
yeah, and it's on the other side of Colorado, so it is like the next state over. That was more what I was checking, making sure I got my like geography right about what's the next state over.
Salt Lake City
Yeah.
is basically a giant bowl. It's reasonable that could just fill with water.
Yeah, California gone, Nevada gone, Oregon gone. Salt Lake City, the new oceanfront property and the coffee capital of the West.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, so yeah,
Or
we can
maybe
get it.
whatever the next city next to Salt Lake is. That's not
okay.
surrounded on all sides by the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll get cooking then. and
I just realized the
make
ocean
another-
would have to rise so much to cover Salt Lake City.
Yeah. It's a bad world, Grace. This world is bad. The world is bad. We've established
The war.
the war, the pebbles, the wood, all of it bad.
We made such a weird world.
We did. Well, I'll get some breakfast food going then,
Breakfast beans.
and then we'll be there.
Yeah.
Got any last questions you want to know about our mysterious stranger adventure?
Yeah. I think we go on.
Yeah, I guess we can go to the last question of once we get to that expo with our crate of beans.
Credo beans.
Where are you gonna go from? Credo rice and beans. Where will you go from here?
Well, we made it.
Made it.
It's a big ass crate of rice and beans. I'm surprised nobody stopped us, actually.
Yeah. I would have thought at least like the New Wave Customs would have been like, yo, what's in the crate? But New Wave Customs did not stop and ask us what's in the crate.
Yeah. They probably scanned it and we're just like, crate of rice and beans, alright.
Yeah.
No
These two
questions
clearly-
asked.
These two clearly legally acquired this giant crate of rice and beans.
I mean, you
Nothing
never
we
know.
need to ask them
It's
about,
got,
yeah.
it's got the logo on it.
It does. It got the
I
logo
don't
on it.
imagine they've done they have a lot of crates out here. I don't know, maybe. I feel like there's better use of resources than crates.
Yeah. But yeah, but where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Didn't think that far ahead.
Well, if you want to stick together, we can establish our empire,
Our
But,
fish empire.
our fish empire. But no,
I mean,
hopefully there's gonna be a bunch of people joining us in a month or two.
yeah. I mean, we might as well stick around, wait for people to get their shit together, or together, not together. I guess you
Yeah.
really wouldn't have your shit together all that much to hop a train like we did.
You're right. Yeah.
Let's find a way to get some pebbles.
Okay.
And find a way to get you some clothes that don't look like you've patched them 8,000 times.
Hey, my look is a vibe.
Your look is a vibe, but also might be a dead giveaway that we've been on the road.
We could probably the two of us aren't gonna eat all of this. We could probably sell some of it off.
I mean, you
and
never
make a couple
know.
pebbles that way.
Maybe.
Like I'm sure like
Might be
one
able to-
bag of rice here would go for like 5 or 10 pebbles.
Might be able to trade it.
It's true. Let's start by
Alright.
finding somewhere to stay. And then we'll go from there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, we did it. We played a
Yay.
game.
We made it across the Rockies.
made We survived. Oh, I like this game. This was very fun.
I think this
for
would be an
anyone in-
excellent Session 0 game.
Yes, very much. Let me pull it up so I can put it in chat. um, the link in case anyone wants to get it.
Westbound.
Catching
Sad
the
train
Westbound.
game. The
Sad trains.
sad trains. We've only been calling it sad trains to the point where we completely forgot what it was called for a while.
To the point that in the calendar invite for the stream, it does say sad trains.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to get the game, you can get Catching the Westbound there. Yeah, that was so fun. Thank you for joining me, Grace. Oh,
Thank you
perfect. The
for
ads will start in 3
having
minutes.
me.
So we can do a little outro and then we'll raid out to
Speedrun!
someone. Speedrun, let's go. Yeah, tell the world once again who you are, where they can find you.
Yeah.
Plug anything that's coming up. Shout to the world anything you want the world to be shouted at.
Yeah,
The
hi.
time is yours.
One more time, my name is GhostlightG, also known as Grace here on the internet. I am a Critter Award nominated singer-songwriter. I have 7 songs that are eligible for Critter Awards for this year, including what I ended up calling it. Fuck. Hang on. Including Home and Here, which was the theme that I wrote for Starcrawl's Wander Home little mini series. The Hearth Song, which is a song I wrote for Veil of Atheum, for a one shot around the holidays, and some other stuff that I wrote on my own. I am here on Twitch under GhostlightG. You can follow the link in the stream description, or you can just follow the link from the link tree that's in the side. I do commissions periodically, where I will write music for a price, because money is a thing we need in this society. I will be at GalaxyCon Richmond for Saturday and Sunday, working the Smoking Glue Guns booth. I will be at PAX East on a panel about fem. Let me pull up what the panel's called. That would be helpful.
Hey.
I'll be on a panel called Strong Female Character and the Dragonfly Theater at PAX East at 12:30 on Thursday, May 8th, and then I will be around for the rest of that weekend. So if you're in the Boston area and you see me, you could get a tiny paper dragon like Sean has on his desk. Ta-da! Sean's is a little bit squinched.
Mine has admittedly gone through it.
They usually look like this.
Yeah.
You could get a tiny paper dragon.
In my suitcase, it got condensed.
and maybe get to sing a song with me? Question mark. That might be a thing I do again, because I did that at PAX Unplugged in the media room. And then I'll be at Gen Con. I don't know what I'm doing at Gen Con yet, other than being a little guy, but I will be at Gen Con, that is all I know on that front. But yeah, I am a little cryptid that is around. I will be in a Battle of the Bards one shot for Somebody's Heroes on I'm a liar. What day is this? Sunday, March 16th. Playing a silly little guy, and then otherwise I'm just around. I pop up here once in a blue moon. I pop up on other streams occasionally, and I do stream here on Twitch. And you might hear Sean at some point whenever Sean is free the next time I play some Final Fantasy.
Yes. Yes. That is something we need to do.
But yeah, that is me. I am here. I am little guy.
And then for here at the channel, we got so much coming up that I forgot about most of it. So let me pull up a calendar.
I should have really just made a list of what I'm doing, and that I could just spitball, and then I never did that.
That's why I always just look at my calendar for it, because otherwise it's going nowhere.
Speaking of things I never did,
what, put this on the calendar?
No, my food.
Oh, great.
Order I got food, distracted. Please. We were doing good RP stuff.
We were. If you want more content from Sean or the Help Action Needed channel, tomorrow at 2 p.m. CST, 3 p.m. EST, or noon Pacific, will be episode 2 of our Down the Forest Road campaign with Gloria, Jenna, Maz, and Emma. Things get dark tomorrow, both in the literal sense and the figurative sense. So hey, that's fun. And then on Wednesday, the 12th, at 7 p.m. EST here, we'll be running a game of Warped FM, the new game by Goosepoop Games, with the Kickstarter wrapping up, where it's two people interviewing intergalactic beings. On
Ooh,
Thursday, not reviewing, we'll be playing a game of Alice is Missing at 7. I love that game.
I love that
And
game.
then it's so good. And then on the 15th, I have a concert. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, come to my concert.
Hey!
You can hear us play a lot of stuff. Um, one of them being symphonic dances from West Side Story. The others, I don't know, because that's the only piece I'm playing on, and I have the first rehearsal for it on Friday the 14th. So I'm gonna go and do the rehearsal and then do the concert the next day. Uh, and
I'm
then
glad
yeah.
you clarified because the way you initially phrased it made it seem like
Mhm.
that you just had not been handed the rest of the music
Uh,
that you needed.
no, no, it's that I'm only playing on one because couldn't make enough of the rehearsals to do like all of it. I was like, hey, I can do the concert, but I can only make one rehearsal. Like, cool, we'll have you do most backup stuff. Um,
Mhm.
so I'll be doing a concert a week from today. So if you're in the Chicagoland area,
Hey!
come check that out. And then the rest of the stuff, there's a lot more going on for the rest of the month and into next month, but I'll announce it all later. Because we don't need to hear more from Sean right now. But yeah,
I do
as
love you
always.
speaking in the third
Mhm.
person. That is incredibly
Oh,
funny.
I switch between like me, Sean, and we constantly. Like I
The
use like
royal
we for
we.
myself all the time. But yeah, that's us for today. Thank you so much for coming on this ride with us. We'll send you to the end screen, and then we'll find someone to raid out to. There'll be no raid
Woo!
message. Just live your lives, enjoy your time. Yeah. See you, everyone. Bye.